Well, let's, um, let's get this one going, huh? Oh, I've got a nice round of the joust here. Let's get it started then. Alright, the game is on. Let's go. Welcome everybody to another edition, another matchup here in the joust. We have here in the French and Four Lakes, it is Rental going for the deer right away instead of going for water. Let's see what that brings us. Here in the color orange, playing as the French, it's Rental. In the purple, it is English going Dark Age. Oh, Dark Age as the English. Makes sense if your opponent goes water, so this one is already... This one's setting up to be a wild match. With a mismatch of strategies. This is the... So, what both players are doing is a bit of a gamble here. So what Rendell is doing is just rolling the dice, right? He's rolling that he's going to be able to kill Lewis before he gets enough water economy to make it so that he can steamroll Rental, right? So that's what he's doing here. On Lewis's part, he's gambling that Rental has a dock that he can burn. He can make spears too, he can make Vanguard Men-at-Arms, and as good as Vanguard Men-at-Arms are, they are really bad against the French Knights that are going to be coming in a little bit, so... It's definitely one strategy that I really like here, this one, but unfortunately just... I don't know if Rental saw it coming, or if this is a gamble Rental likes to do, but... Yeah, Lewis here, he's gonna get workers, and he's gonna get that. He might not actually get that worker. But yeah, the gold is very far forward, which means, yeah, Rental already has as much gold as he needs. And with 2 Men-at-Arms here, he doesn't really need all that much. Okay, if Rental manages to save all of them on very low HP, yeah, he can't get much more gold, but he has 60 gold, and that's enough for a single night. Not only is that enough for a single night, that single night should clear these 2 Men-at-Arms. And Lewis set himself back so much. I'm actually kind of glad Lewis is not going water right away. Otherwise, with the Dark Age opener, I don't really think he would have had the time. So all of the workers are out here. This is so well done. I was about to ask where are the workers. They are inside the town center. It's going to be very efficient working. Now we have here from Rental, he's adding in a lot of wood. Oh, this is very, very interesting. He's going for a dock now. So yeah, it feels to me like the strategy was always going for that very fast feudal age to then get knights to contest the lakes, knowing English cannot go into spearmen this early in the game. This will be a very, very good fight for Rental. That is just so unfortunate, though. I think Rental has to contend himself with making a couple of horsemen before he commits the knights. But he does have enough gold to make a single knight. And that should clear the path towards this goal. But well done by Lewis, covering the golds, covering the docks as well. Not going for a dock of his own, again, I mentioned that. We're going Council Hall. Council Hall might be the better landmark for the long game, but I don't think Lewis should be playing the long game in a game as broken as this one. Funny enough, they're gonna age up at relatively similar times. It's gonna be, what, a 20-second difference? The knight's gonna be clearing the path, but yeah, but it's still good age up from Lewis. I think Lewis played this one pretty well, considering the strategy was a bit of a fail. Going for horseman instead of going for the knight. Oh, it's 100. I considered it to be 60 gold for some reason. Yeah, but the horseman shall clear the gold. The golds. And Lewis going feudal age with longbowmen. The longbowmen are not great against horsemen unless you have way too many of them, and they are underneath your like within your base. If this battle is very even, I think the horseman ends up winning. 2 horsemen definitely win, but Vanguard Men-at-Arms with 100 HP, that's just not a lot of HP. And yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, Rental wins himself the right to this gold. Should immediately be pulling 6 workers over to the gold when they're getting it. But I think he's going dock now. 2 knights out on the field would absolutely do God's work here for him. But these workers are a little bit vulnerable. They have a bit of a reverse situation here. 3 horsemen, not sure about why 3 exactly. Maybe that's what Rental thought he could afford. But I did either had another horseman or I tried to get a knight out, because 3 horsemen is just not going to be enough numbers. Oh, Lewis doing a little bit bait and switch. Oh, Rental cannot fight this. And we're gonna be adding here for Lewis. Lewis needs to go on water now, though. I don't think Lewis knows about this. Rental just seems to be one step ahead of Lewis here, strategically. Yeah, but Rental losing units for free like that, this is not going well for him. Look at the destroyed value. So much more for Lewis, and this horseman has his days counted. If those 3 horsemen are still alive, yeah, you're not really putting up pressure, but they would have helped maintain the illusion of an army, right? And would have maybe detracted Lewis from attacking. Now instead, Rental does have a dock going, but only... Alright, he's adding horsemen behind this. He's adding another stable and a range. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing spear longbowmen coming from Lewis. So definitely archer and knight would have been the better choice, but he's making horsemen. Yeah, these little taps are gonna be pretty good now that he's starting to have a bit of a force. Yeah, the campfire here, of course, is to increase the villager gather rate from huntable animals. So huntable animals being these deer. And again, we have another kill. It's Lewis getting some very efficient trading, but efficient trading is gonna stop once the archers come in, because archers are gonna be very good against the spears, definitely against the spears, but also they're gonna trade decently well with the longbowmen if the longbowmen choose to fight. It's the longbowmen do have the range advantage, but it needs a lot of micro from Lewis, and Lewis might actually have to stand his ground. Here come the horsemen again. Villagers can be attacked, the garrison and the Rental has to dip. Again, taking a little bit of damage. These are horsemen, not knights. I think I can afford to do this. In the meantime, as you can see, 4 fishing ships are in for rental, and rental adding a second dock here. Already with a fishing boat down. So the economy might scale up so much that might make it actually quite impossible for Lewis to do anything. But Lewis will have wheelbarrow. Under these very efficient English workers, he might need to add some farms in a little bit. But there's still plenty of food here with the deer, so yeah. But he's taking a lot of these sheep. Oh, the horsemen going in for a raid. Raiding an English base, always a tall task. Oh, that's a longbowman dead. Oh, wrong maneuver. He's definitely gonna lose. Oh, is he gonna lose all of his force? He loses 2 horsemen. 3 horsemen, might even lose this 4th horseman. Man, that was not a worthwhile investment. I do say that, but it's got a sizable worker lead, and that was a little bit of idle time, excuse me. Yeah, Lewis now might be under the illusion that he can attack. Rental just has such a superior economy at this point with the fishing ships. As you can see, he doesn't really have that many on food, but villagers on food, not total on food. He obviously has the fishing ships, but it's still enough to get 500 food per minute at the stage of the game. That's a lot of food. Rental doesn't want to be too greedy though. He might want to pull a little bit back from gold and from wood. Try to get golden food and just age up. Then aging up with the tech advantage, it should be game over if you manage to hold. Or really go heavy in feudal age and try to just gain the advantage by killing a lot of villagers and really forcing Lewis into a situation where it's impossible for him to expand. And really, like, Lewis adding the blacksmith, that's really good. I really want to see ranged armor. The ranged units are seeing a lot of work this game. You might also want to add maybe melee armor. You definitely want to add ranged armor if you know about the archers, but Rental is hiding them. But the scout might actually have seen them. And the scout let me change over to Lewis's camera. So yeah, Lewis will definitely know all about this. And Lewis might actually be preparing the offensive here. This is a good enough army to force Rental into giving up at least one of the lakes and maybe even that deer, which would be a pretty good hit. We're getting extended lines too. I love that. Extended lines might be one of the better attacks that you get for fishing in the game. Rental does need a house. Double blacksmith. Why you're not using your first blacksmith? But this does feel like it's going to be a major push coming. It's still horsemen, not any knights. That part of it I really question. Going for trash units only against English. The knights would have been such a bigger help against the spears. A touch more expensive, I know, but I think they would definitely be worth it. White Tower! The White Tower is protected by the army, so this definitely goes up. I'm gonna question the position a little bit, because it defends the expansion to this wood line, but it's very exposed. It's very exposed. So either go full ham and just add it here to cover the sacred site, or add it very close to one of the lakes. Because like Rental is gonna take the 3rd lake, and like you see on the resources per minute graph, this is so bad for Lewis here. But Lewis is gonna age up. Lewis is gonna be the one with the tech advantage. And Rental's still heading horsemen and archers, which is very odd. I find that to be very odd here. I really have no idea why he's choosing to do. Oh, the White Tower on the outside too. This is very interesting from Lewis. Yeah, and there's this little thing that everybody does, and it's just so easy to fix in the game. Which is you order your units back, but you don't order them to face the right way. If there was siege here, like the mangonels would have been on this side, and they would have been very exposed to a very fast raid. I think Lewis sees this after he finishes building the wall. Oh, and Randall about to build the dock on the 4th lake. This is... I'm very concerned for Lewis here. Randall is about to age up, which is a mistake, considering there's a big push coming. Lewis, yeah, moving out, good idea. Moving completely out to take this out, I would definitely wait for them, for the upgrades to come in. Yeah, this is alright. Lewis making knights himself. Randall is finding a way to lose this game by not really adding in the knights, but he does have the army count advantage. And Lewis is attacking with infantry. Infantry are very good. If the positioning is correct, this is very iffy here. The spears are going to be able to get picked off, and the knights might be able to retreat. The knights are staying forwards, and Rental is going to do the old defending in your own base, making it very hard for melee units to close in, so... Yeah, Rental, I think, immediately gets the veterancy upgrade. So many archers skewed! Shouldn't this be more ranges? You have 10 archers skewed, that's 5 ranges. Skewing 2 guys, or 2 ranges skewing 5 guys. Alright, people. Wait for the upgrades. You have to wait for the upgrades. Where are the horsemen? So Guildhall, and wow, in this situation where you already have so much economy, Lewis, I think, misread the game. He doesn't know about the docks, and he thinks he has the opportunity here to go for game. Because he hasn't seen the full army, but imagine if there are a few knights in the middle of this. It's paining me to see this a little bit. Rendell is kind of selling himself short, but as soon as a few of these spears start dying... Ooh, bad positioning from Lewis! Infantry is really reliant on your positioning in these fights, and the horsemen are usually, or cavalry is usually so much more versatile in that way. Yeah, that's not a good fight from Lewis. Rental is going to win the micro battle here, and the spears are getting picked off. Yeah, now the horsemen can take the fight. I question the horsemen, but they're actually coming in clutch here. Good stop micro from Rental. Is that... Oh, that's a trebuchet from Lewis. Yeah, but now Lewis doesn't have any units. Yeah, this is going to be so awkward. Yeah, Rental picking off the reinforcements. The archers can actually just go for the kill here. As long as he avoids the White Tower, he should be good. And the White Tower is in a position where it can easily be avoided. And it's not actually covering all that much of importance here to Lewis. Oh, even the knight goes down. Lewis on 0 army. Lewis has no docks whatsoever. This is the gamble. Doesn't pay off yet. Lewis calls game. I think this is a good resign. And Rental, I think, not going for the Dark Age dock really threw him off. Alright, let's head over to game 2. Welcome everybody, and this is a game I am absolutely 100% looking forward to. We've got here in the purple, it is Lewis with the She's Legacy. They had a few of their landmarks reworked. We'll go to those in a second here. On the other side in the orange, it is Rental playing as the Jin Dynasty, the new Civ. They just got a slight tweak couple of weeks ago at the time of recording, and they should be a lot better now. I don't know, a lot might be too much, but they should be a little bit better now. Let's see how that goes. I'll go through some of the reworks and some of the improvements in a second. Let's go over the map here a little bit. This is Lipany. Lipany known for having a few of these cliffs. I mean, having a lot of hunt on the map, as you can see. Oh, both boars spawning on the same side is definitely a decision and part of the game itself. We also have, the deers. So there are 4 deers, as there are on every map. There's a lot of these berry patches, too. And you have this somewhat closed-off center with a lot of these small wood lines in this map generation. And this is insane for rental, right? It's gonna stop Lewis from having anywhere as near the mobility as he wants to. I am not entirely sure what Lewis' strategy is gonna be. So the mounted villagers, I think, stayed the same, but the units of Jin are just a tiny little bit better. Like 1-2 damage a unit, 1-2 armor a unit. It's the changes are noticeable because it's they are changes that you just see across the board throughout the whole game, because it's units that they should make a lot of. But they were mostly needed. Their unique units in particular were really bad. On the other side here for Juicy, it was a complete rework of some of the landmarks. Definitely the feudal age, the 2 feudal age landmarks were reworked because they were just. I think they were a little bit too powerful and a little bit too figured out. Players knew exactly where to put them. There wasn't really any counterplay involved. So you have the Janang Tower before. You used to get free units as you made your own units at, I think it was 1/5 or 1/3 of the cost. Now it's tax drop off, and you get free armies as you build. Units. On the other side, Rental going for the Great Pasture. The Great Pasture, of course, acts as a stable and as a grassland. All the feudal age landmarks both feudal age landmarks act as grasslands. The other landmark is a little bit more economic based. This one is definitely more military based. Acting as a war stable, yeah, we know we know how powerful that can be for timing, right? We'll go over their units here in a little second. We have here for Lewis is going for the wood here. You definitely want to take things with the town center as little as possible. Yeah, this is a little bit of a mistake because they are not generating tax, and tax gets generated each time a resource is dropped off. I think they changed the tax system as well. I think it's a percentage of the amount of resources you dropped, so you can make it very abusable now. If you do it in the right circumstances, go watch Kanki versus Rental game, where the game actually even crashed for me because the amount of tax overflowed the counter, which is just, I had no idea you could even do that. So yeah, for Rental he has the option of using mounted villagers, but he has a limit of them. Right now the limit is 20, it's +3. By establishing tributaries of the emissary. Tributaries are established here at the trade posts. We'll see that when we get there. Rental collecting some stone. I imagine why you do that. The Menga and Moki emplacements, definitely very powerful, and they cost some stone. But I want to see here at the Great Pasture, I want to see the units here. So you have the Mohi Tribesman, which is a cavalry archer, a very cheap cavalry archer, might I add. And the Iron Pagoda, very expensive cavalry, costs more than double the gold that the regular knight does. and it isn't that much more powerful. On equal numbers, they beat the knight, but on equal resources, they lose handily. So that's something to take into consideration. Right, the Jianning Tower is spawning for 4 spears, 3 horsemen. Yeah, I don't know what I would go for. The Yuan Raiders and the Imperial Library does sound good, but you need tech for it. Oh, he changed it to Juganoos and Palace Guards. Yeah, and he's making spears, making Juganoos. We're gonna see a very heavy feudal game here. You definitely want to take these grasslands. Those horses make a big difference, especially the cheaper units. Because it's a big difference in cost. But rental going for units, not really, not yet. He did take a little bit of stone. Oh yeah, it took stone to get a second town center. I think that was his strategy. I was definitely expecting a tower with emplacements. That's something that's been theorized is very good. I can confirm that that the Mengan-Wookiee emplacements don't attack villages. They only attack army. So the way they work is that if army gets close, all of the knights that have been spawned, they get released and they attack. And they spawn a new knight every few seconds. I don't remember exactly the time here. This is a very good second town center, right? On the deer as well. I want to see. I don't think there's a mill yet, which is very strange. Rental should definitely have gotten already the hunting tech. And seriously, go for the grasslands, alright, but we do have a bit of an expedition force coming in, and these mounted villagers, they are very... It's even worse losing one of these than losing a gilded villager from Order of the Dragon. These are so expensive, but rental notices and the mounted villagers get away. They are mounted, so they're very fast. Yeah, and we're getting attacked here, and there's nothing we can do to stop this. So the way that the military buildings from Jin work is that the war stable, so the Great Pasha acts as a war stable. They produce all of the mounted units, and then you have the other building. Oh, that's a mounted villager, yeah. They have the machine workshop that builds all of the ranged units and the siege. So yeah, the bat crossbow would be kind of bad in this situation. There's so much army already. 18 army by 8 minutes. This might be a little bit too much for rental to deal with right now. While going to the corner to get the gold, I hate it when people do this to me. Lewis needs to keep his scout active. He might think rental is only on one base. Yeah, if he doesn't see this, he thinks rental is on one base. But just to his advantage. If he's on one base and he has nothing, you just go. You just go, right? And the faster you go against the player on 2 base, the better. On 2 town center, I should say. But you haven't killed any workers. Well, look at the army value difference. That's a scout. There's a ram out already. Lewis really taking no prisoners here, using his resources really well. Getting a dragon pavilion. The dragon pavilion gets a free Mengan-Wookiee emplacement. Wow, this would have been so good. And but going to TC. Ah, man, going to TC while also oh, this is unreal. So, why is he escaping? You can kill that. Oh man. But going to TC and Fast Castle is extremely greedy. Like rental needed to defend a little bit here. Yeah, of course, Lewis changes targets. If Lewis takes the Dragon Pavilion down, then for sure he's won the game. I don't think it's even feasible to suggest rental could come back from this. There's also the little issue here, the second town center not having paid off yet. And it's about to get taken down. Ooh, but small mistake from Lewis. Here are the Mengan-Wookiee defenders. Yeah, you can't really control them, and they are attacking the spears. Oh, good play here from Lewis, I suppose. And now, getting mounted villagers today, they're so expensive as well. These Jugunu don't have the ranged attack upgrade, which is a very powerful one. Alright, the Mengan Moki defenders kill the ram. So that's when they produce more defenders. Yeah, and the Great Pasha is also getting attacked. He's getting upgraded to Iron Pagodas. Yeah, Rental is just so out here. So out of this game. Yeah, he did get a few kills. That's good, I guess. Yeah, but Rental's just way too out of this game. He's getting the upgrade for the Iron Pagodas, which is... I guess that's okay, but you're never gonna use them. Yeah, there's the Great Pasha down. I wish there was a way we could see how many Mengan Moki defenders we have. That would have been interesting to see, but yeah, 4 mounted villager kills, that's way too many mounted villagers. Now we're getting another, oh my, we have, oh, that's 5 Mengan Moki defenders. Oh, now we're getting the second hunting upgrade. Where are we getting this upgrade from? Ah, from over here. Yeah, wheelbarrow as well. We have a second mill, I have no idea where it is at. Oh, it's over here. Excuse me. Yeah, we have an emissary too, that's pretty good. If we can sneak the guy, we can also get an emissary here on the south side, and that's going to be very important. Yeah, but the Mengan Moki defenders, no chance against the spearmen of Lewis. And now he's attacking with 2 rams. 2 rams, yeah, well, not really the ideal number of rams. It's going to be good enough to take this down. You're seeing an emissary, a little bit too late. A little bit too late. Getting stone as well. The stone here should be good to make the tower of the Mengan Moki emplacement. All of this is just too little too late. This emissary is about to die. Trying to bribe, nice try. There are more Mengan Moki defenders. They're good, not that good. Yeah, getting a big all-in push like this while they're trying to wage up is just really not gonna work, and we're getting the Mengan Moki emplacements. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to get finished in time. Even if they did, Lewis has so many spears, he has 27 spearmen. I don't think he's making anything but spearmen. Yeah, the power goes down before the emplacement finishes. So many resources Rental has at his disposal. Unfortunately, no real way of spending them. He would... Like, what war stable units would you guys get? I think the machine workshop and some nest of bees would have been the way. But he doesn't have wood, so he's kind of forced to build the Iron Pagoda. But still, yeah, 13 workers have been lost, which is a lot of workers, and some of them were even mounted villagers. So this is worse than it looks. Like Rental on 37 population, while Lewis is on 106. Looking very, very, very ugly. Lewis though, just streaming units across. Yeah, this Dragon Pavilion. Definitely not worth aging up as fast. While also going to TC, by the way. Oh, now you have grasslands. Now you've made the grassland. And making a veteran Iron Pagoda you. Upgrade was there. I think Lewis can just go, right? There's no way. No way Rental can defend. Ah, what? 4 rams isn't enough? Come on, Lewis, just finish the damn game! Going for a machine workshop, yes, I like that. I do like that. Holding a little bit of gold as Lewis here, so maybe now is the time to do a very cheeky farm transition. There are two wolves here! Wolves are gonna get kills! Yeah, Lewis definitely not noticing this. Well, that's one. That's two. It's gonna be 3 kills. Oh, and there's another wolf right there! That was so unlucky. I think, oh my, Lewis making 8 rams. What a cathartic experience for him. Just adding a bunch of rams here. Welcome to Ram Ranch, by the way. Alright, he notices and he kills the wolves. But there's always just somebody working in the meantime. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. It's keeping the horseman here in case Rental tries to repair. Yeah, and these are Meng and Moki defenders, not the Iron Pagoda, so they just act autonomously. Going for the fortify first. The bed crossbow would actually be the play against so many of these spears, but you need almost equal resources, and almost equal resources with siege. These resources so poorly placed. So many rams here too on this DC. Just... Alright, there's a nest of bees. The villagers are fighting down to the last man. That is game. Lewis taking game number 2. This was a bit of a treat to watch for the wrong reasons. Now let's go over to game 3. All right, let's go over to game 3 here. Yeah, no, Jin are terrible. Jin are terrible. What you did from a strategic standpoint is obviously awful, but I don't think anything else you did would have really helped, would have defended. Conceptually, I like them, but the units needed to be so much better. In this situation, I think Bad Crossbowmen and Mohi Tribesmen should have won. Should have won that. Or like Bad Crossbow and Iron Pagodas. They wouldn't have. Bad Crossbow are not good enough. Let's get into the game. Okay, I forgot to adjust the score. This stays, by the way. Alright, we have here in the purple again. It is the Delhi Sultan for Lewis. He can't play Zushi because he already won with Zushi. Going Delhi and not immediately making all of the buildings because he's going water. Alright, he's going water. So I'm gonna cut him a lot of slack here for getting the mill very late. On the other hand, in the color orange, it is Rental as the Japanese. Japanese, of course, might be one of the better civs on hybrid maps. And it really is a combination of so many factors. It's Shinobi are very good. They have a very good Dark Age push. So bad, but here, this map, it's a little bit weird. All of these are shorefish. It's a lot of shorefish. So it can be worth it to spend the resources to get them. To get the fishing ships to actually get the shorefish, but it's also not such an advantage that you automatically win the game like we saw in game 1. So, but also these fishing boats attack, which is, like, they're not very good at defending, but it is still hilarious when you see, like, a bunch of spearmen trying to kill your dock, and, oh, these fishing boats can attack, so, yes, that's for not. One very interesting thing about this matchup is that Delhi really is all about all about tempo with either the upgrades or army count. And the Japanese, they really like the. They also like to be tempo oriented, but for in a different way. It's all about getting to that castle age and then acquiring those relics. People don't use the Buddhism landmark very much. One thing that you notice after seeing a few tournaments, it's the Shinto landmark going into Castle Age seems to be the favorite one. But during Feudal Age, I think it's in the air, because going for Shinobi against someone with a dock could be worth it. Yeah, but you're also behind economically by not going water, so going to a township, a little bit in the air. But Lewis, yeah, playing a very interesting game here. So, by the way, one of the reworks that happened a few patches ago was that the dock not only acts as influence, but influence also happens at the town center. So this is within influence right now. I think it's at the town center. Like, either way, all of those other buildings are within influence, so they do get the buff. Yeah, Rental going for the current storehouse. A little bit awkward with the trees like this. It's not really adjacent to the town center, but it's also not 2 tiles away. And if he had built the current storehouse where it would have been 2 tiles away from the town center, it would be so far away it would be very raidable. So this is really the only good location for it, but it's still a little bit awkward. This gold is, of course, very raidable. The food here in the farmhouse, yeah, I'm glad Rental left the sheep alone. Because we all know how deadly it can be. Does Rental know about the center dock, though? Oh, he does know about the center dock, so we must be a bit he must be a bit careful here. Going for the Dome of the Faith, I like it. I like it. Going for a more tech-based approach. Trying to get those faster attacks. And if you notice, Lewis isn't really making any more fishing ships. So, no, wait, he is making more fishing ships. I was gonna say he was gonna take the small economic advantage, but apparently he's not. Yeah, I would think Rental is collecting so much wood, he might actually try to fight this in Feudal Age. Which is definitely not really what the meta is right now. But you have an opponent that went water, so yeah, Lewis is going to be a bit delayed in getting his stack going. So not just attack, getting his army going. More importantly, so this actually playing in Feudal, Rental might be able to deal so much damage that Lewis might be in such a precarious position so early in the game that it's such an uphill climb. Yeah, I do want to see what Rental ends up going for. He goes for a stable. Gonna go for those horsemen. A little bit dangerous against Deli. Deli likes making a lot of trash units, including spearmen. But also Rental is collecting a lot of wood as well, so he's gonna add another building, going like Onamageisha horsemen or spear horsemen with some samurai thrown in. Or like horsemen Onamageisha with some spears thrown in. Those might actually be a very good play. Oh, double stable for Lewis! Oh, double stable for Lewis. So he's going for very... a lot of Ghazi Raiders and... oh, range for Rental. Oh, I don't know about the range, especially after seeing the double stable. On the other hand, Rental can absolutely just mass so many Yumi Ashigaru, I should say. But they're not really... like, they're not really a good unit, and you're meant to have just so many of them that you end up overwhelming your opponent. But yeah, Lewis hitting double stable. I also want to see double blacksmith for Lewis. Of course, Delhi, you get all techs for free, so the more techs you get at the same time, the better. I am liking what I'm seeing for Mental here in terms of upgrades. He's getting a lot of upgrades a lot of early. And already raiding with some horsemen, causing some idle time, lowering that worker efficiency. But don't forget, we already have 2 Ghazi Raiders, and Ghazi Raiders are ever so slightly better than these horsemen. Getting ranged armor before seeing what your opponent has here for rental. I know it's a bit of a judgment call. And like you just do what... Like you're gonna raid a town center anyway, so that ranged armor really helps out. But yeah, not gonna do much against the Ghazi Raiders. Ooh, the horsemen? Yeah, if there's always one more horseman than there are Ghazi Raiders, that's good. Yeah, but if you're in a situation like this, it's not. Oh, Rental is not gonna get there in time. Rental really wants to kill this Ghazi Raider. Because otherwise we get into that situation where Lewis is just gonna heal. Oh, and he kills him anyway, but he loses 2 horsemen. Not worth it. Lewis, though, I like him going for the... Like, he's just producing a lot of scholars. That's definitely his way into this game. Is to trying to get these stacks as fast as he can. Yeah, look at the fishing boats are attacking. They have so little attack. The fishing boats are really good in Dark Age. I'm gonna say that. It saved me a few times. This Yumi Ishigaru, though, might not really be what Rental needs. Rental needs a house. And Rental also needs to start working these extra farms here. That's... Rental has no food as well. There we go, he's working the farms. The farms here really help the rest of your food last longer. Wow, Rental might actually be overestimating how much map control he has. If Lewis goes on a raiding spree, then yeah, this food might actually be in jeopardy. But Rental is a player that likes setting up the aggression here. He really wants to go raiding. And it forces the opponent army to stay at home, but yeah, this is going to be a good pick. Scholars are always a good pick. Delaying the capture of the sacred sites is always a good pick. So yeah, I pretty much like this. Where's the army from Lewis, though? Staying at home? No, it is going to try and prevent this. Lewis has a slight economic edge here. But I don't think the slight economic edge is enough to justify a potential all-in from Lewis. He needs to keep doing this. He needs to keep playing this feudal game, trying to gain small advantages as the game goes on. He's starting to float a little bit of resources here with 3 Ghazi Raiders per stable, but so far I like what I'm seeing from both players. I think they're controlling the game as well as they can. Ooh, that horseman is going to die. The Yumi Ishigaru are going to get called into the play. But you don't want to leave them out of position. Well, Lewis needs the upgrades, but I think as soon as the upgrades hit, Lewis can actually go and just... like even dive the town center, maybe. The Yumi Ishigaru are not that good, and Rental does have 14 of them. But Lewis just so many Ghazi Raiders, producing them so fast as well. Yeah, the Scholar is going in again, staying hidden in the stealth forests. There's so many Ghazi Raiders! Rental is caught out of position here, but Lewis might not be close to his base enough to prevent a few workers getting killed. And if he loses the small dock advantage, then I really don't think Lewis has anything to his name. Yeah, and there you go. That's 1 worker going down for sure. Yeah, maybe that's 3 workers. It's 3 workers already. It's gonna be the 4th. It's gonna be the 4th. Oh my God! Rental is staying here, and Lewis is protecting the dock. The army's over here, mate. That's 5 workers getting killed. That's so many workers so early in the game. Lewis is still ahead because of the water. I'll grant him that, but. That is so many workers getting killed. Oh, when he catches Lewis trying to go for a mill play, and alright, some of the army of Rental gets intercepted, not all of it. The low horsemen stay forward. Yeah, those horsemen are really not long for the world, are they? Oh, and Rental, yeah, Rental had the spears in the meantime. Is he not making any more units? Oh, he might be. He's trying to age up, I think. No, but he doesn't have gold. Yeah, he needs to keep spending the resources. There we go. That's two barracks. Oh, and that dock is built, and it's already producing some fishing ships. Fishing ships from 2 docks is it's not really overkill from Lewis. Lewis needs to get back those 5 workers that he lost, and that's definitely a way to do it. Yeah, the scholar not being in a mosque definitely hurts, but like, Lewis is playing this one well. He's got a lot of Ghazi Raiders, though, which is a bit scary for both players. Only 12 spears. 12 spears with a few archers here, they will fall. Yeah, and Rental is spending his resources. I really like that. Yeah, Rental again going with his horsemen to raid. I think he's going to raid this sacred site. And Lewis needs to try to take the other sacred site as well. It's not good for Lewis to not have the gold income. I do understand the game is being very interactive, and the Rental is keeping Lewis from really getting to it. But, something that I try to do here. So they're both armors here for Lewis is also getting melee attack and siege engineering. Siege engineering, yeah, like, it's a free attack, so like you're gonna get it, but it's not gonna do much. Oh my, the spears will here on the Ghazi Raiders, and we're gonna start to see the destroyed value tilt a little bit in the way of Rental. But this is, yeah, again, when you're fighting with a lot of infantry, positioning is key. And so far, Rental is actually playing this one pretty well. Yeah, those ships needed to be attacking the spears, and all Lewis is doing is running around with the Ghazi Raiders, is only attacking now. And those spears, don't forget, they have been buffed. So Yumi Ashigaru on the ships is perfect. It's 11 workers already. That was 6 ships. Oh, I'm trying to escape through here. This is so bad. Only 1 Ghazi Raider dies. That's okay. Lewis might need to add just a single range. Just enough to start taking down some of these spears. Yeah, a lot of those ships were saved. This one should die, though. And again, as I've said before, positioning is key, and the Rental's positioning was pretty good all of this battle. Yeah, the dock goes down. If the second dock goes down, then we're talking. Oh, that's wow! -7 fishing ships. Oh, that's such a cute bug. That's yeah, that's a doe, not a fishing ship, but it goes down nonetheless. That's 7 fishing ships idle and 7 fishing ships down. Yeah, because they don't count as fishing ships when getting created. These are fishing boats. But they get counted when they die, which is just so strange and so awkward. Oh my, 37 Ghazi Raiders against 26 Spears. I think the Spears win, but we're also getting a floating gate, and if you had Mounted Samurai to the equation, I don't think the math is going to work out well for Lewis. Lewis is very far away. He has the gold. He's not really spending it, so he definitely has the gold. Just, it's going to be very... Yeah, it's not going to go really well for Lewis right now, so... The veteran upgrade should be clicked any second now. Rental just doesn't have enough workers on gold, I guess. Yeah, that's stable, producing Mounted Samurai. Mounted Samurai are very pricey, I'll give him that. Very good upgrades on him. Rental even getting survival techniques to go on this tier. The longer Lewis waits and the longer the upgrades get in, the worse it's going to be. Unless he also ages up, and then he wants to wait until his own upgrades come in. Which is when Rental wants to go and and make a big push. Alright, so see the Gaza Raiders are all healed up. That's pretty good. Scamp under the Defender is going to build so fast. I also guess Lewis wants to go for those War Elephants. Not going to have the gold, though. Yeah, look at that. As soon as the upgrades kick in, I think these are still hardened Spearmen, but there is a mounted Samurai. Oh, now's the time for Rental to go. He's just seen the age up. Going Village Fortresses first. That's very interesting. It's not interesting. It's definitely the one you want. Boiling Oil can wait. No, Lewis trying to pick up this relic and he won't be able to. Lewis needs to pick all of the other relics too. He definitely has the count for it. Why is this villager? Oh, the villager over here is going to the back of the base. But work on... Who knows? Who knows what the game is thinking, right? So if you go into army value, Lewis actually has a little bit more army value. I really like the addition of the War Elephants, but it's still a lot of spears for Rental. Lewis needs to do something else. Lewis does have both ranges. He just doesn't have any... He doesn't have any wood. He wants to build the keep first. I like that. I like that. The keep helps to defend, and the army just moves on forward. Let's check out the relics, because yeah, Rental already has 2 relics in the bag here in the Shinto Shrine. He could get this one, and it's very interesting to me. They aged up at very similar times, right? The difference was like 2 minutes. And Lewis already has a lot of scholars created. The fact that he's going to lose the Relic War, to me, is just so strange. Oh, he's not even going to pick up this back relic. And it doesn't really matter that the tower shoots back, because the Mounted Samurai in particular, they have so much ranged armor. With the +1 already researched, it's yeah, Rental doing the good thing here, destroying the tower. He should try to get ahead of them to force them into an awkward walking pattern, and that way he can maybe have killed all of them. But this was pretty good. He's gonna try to destroy this tower. All of these Ghazi Raider would be able to take this down. Oh, Rental stealing that relic, because nobody's taking this relic here in the back. Is this going to be a 2 against 4 potentially if Rental does take that relic. The Shinto Priest is going... Why is it going here in the back? You have this relic that he doesn't know about it. Oh, that's crazy. Alright. Lewis has rebuilt one of the docks. He hasn't rebuilt really the fishing fleet. These were already alive. And you do want to get them working, so Lewis... Yeah, Lewis is still in the game because of the fish, which is crazy. But now he's floating a lot of... Oh my god, the archers are gonna die. The archers were your... the archers were what you needed. Okay, this is... Maybe this can be salvageable? Good hits from Rental. Yeah, the archers are getting healed up. Yeah, the Ghazi Raiders are very fast, and I think they win the fight. Unless somehow the infantry gets involved. It's actually not really getting involved. This is crazy. He doesn't see the relic. It's in that dark spot. Oh, I think that was another fishing ship down. There was another 2 fishing ships down. So 21 economy in total has gone down for Lewis. That's quite the count here, and leading the army on a ghost chase. Wow, and collecting all of the sacred sites. That's crazy. Against Delhi as well. So winning the Relic War, not picking up the relic directly behind his base, which is insane. But with the other relics... Alright, the two elephants, if they fight, the two elephants could be huge, but they could also die very quickly. Yeah, I think this is just gonna be a massive punch, but Rental needs to keep track of Izumi Ashigaru. Because if they stay behind, if they lag behind and the Gazi Raiders come in, then it could be disaster, and he plays this beautifully. Doesn't let them escape too much. And the Gazi Raiders are a non-factor in this game. Whoa, there you go, there you go. That was a better engagement for those Gazi Raiders, but so many Gazi Raiders killed over here. And now all of the scholars get trapped as well? Oh, that's just... There's no army for Lewis, and Rental is maxed out. Yeah, and Lewis calls it. What a series, huh? So this goes 2-1 for Rental. And you should see the final scores any minute. Alright, that was the first week 4 match. So, let me open up the challenge link. Can you see it? I think you can see it. So so yeah, Rental is gonna finish 2-2. Lewis is gonna finish 1-3. Seems that way, Rental. Seems that way. seems that if you make an army and your games actually end up in a better spot. Alright, let's go watch Kanki and Pat. Should be a good series. Oh, you watched live, man. I'm a bit jealous, not gonna lie. Yankee games are always so wild and different that they're usually worth it. Alright, the game is loading. First game, it's on 4 lakes. 4 lakes always has the potential to throw things away because of the lakes. It's a lot of fun. Let's go. I messed that up. Okay, there we go. The score is fixed. And we have here in the color yellow playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. It's Skanky. It's Skanky going for the sheep early. This is... I'll reserve my judgment of this game. And we have here in the pink, it is Peto Muerte as a Tughlaq Dynasty. Going for the early dock, going for the much more reasonable approach. The worker elephant making his straggler trees very efficient is very odd, but what did I just see? Why did the worker not... Whatever, I'm not gonna try to think too hard about it. But Kanki did go into the mill after all, but he took his sheep first? Alright, go. Getting forestry. This. Oh, he's gonna try to punch a hole through the woods. The guessing game. The guessing game is fun, right? As I try to guess the strategies. So, yeah, Pat just making some fishing boats. It's a normal game. Already with the wall over here so that the Dark Age units don't wind the tank as fast. They would have to go around and, like, this is an actual, like, this is the W wood line. These are actually two wood lines put together, but with no space. I don't think Kanki can attack this dock without taking damage, or destroying the wall first. Or taking this very awkward tile. Yeah, but there's not much going on in the early game here. Pat winning the sheep war. That does sound pretty good for him. Pat already with the second fishing ship. Yeah, you need to add more fishing ships to make this worth it, right? You need to add like 4, 5, maybe even 6. But other than that, everything is looking very normal, very standard for Pat. And for Kanki, he already has 400 wood. And almost 200 food. He's going forward to the pawn that hasn't been taken. If he has here in the corner like a stable, not a stable, like a barracks or something, then this game gets flipped on its head. Before they even started. But yeah, not taking gold, not taking stone. So let's keep up here with this lady. She's gonna build something for us, I'm sure. Aren't you also scouting the area? Pat very oblivious to everything that's going on. He doesn't even see anything. Oh, vision here is going to be very important. If he sees a scout, it's fine. Just, oh, he's scouting me. It's perfectly normal. If he sees the worker, he knows it's shenanigans, but he doesn't see the worker. The worker is behind the base. This is the last chance here to spot the worker. Kanki's gonna build something over here, isn't he? It's a Dark Age barracks behind the base. It's gonna be Dark Age Rams. It's gonna be Dark Age Rams. And Pat is... Oh, Pat is going fish, I just noticed. It's gonna be so delayed going into feudal. It's not even... It's close, but it's still gonna take like 2 minutes to actually get the feudal age. And that's quite a few spears. Yeah, Kanki's not gonna let up. Oh, Tower of Victory in the back of the base. Yeah, you're almost gonna see that. Oh man, he's gonna make elephants too, but the elephants against Abbasid is just not good. And there we go, there's the ram. That's such a fast ram as well. And back home? Yeah, there's a barracks back home too. Oh, the barracks back home, if the barracks units attack that, it's just, oh, this is very delayed barracks, and he's like aging up or something. And then you have a ram hitting your base this early. The Tower of Victory isn't fully covered. If the attack is here, then the Tower of Victory... excuse me, the Tower of Victory could actually go down. Oh, Kanki making 2 spears from that... From the one... From the barracks at home. Oh my, Pat is in for a rude awakening. Yeah, because we now have an attack over on the palisade wall, so... This is just a normal game, and all the fishing boats are attacking the scouts. That's what I meant the last series. The series has been Rental and Lewis. So Lewis was playing Dali, and Rental was playing Japanese. We're watching this later on YouTube. I just scattered it. That's why I remember it so well. And the fishing ships weren't really that powerful, but against spears they are. That one is half HP, and it was just and it barely took a volley out of all of the fishing boats. Oh, but it survives now. Oh, we're getting more rams. There's gonna be so many rams. This is gonna be so many rams. Pat better make some damn units fast. Like, if Pat knows this, he just makes archers, right? You attack the spears with the archers as soon as you kill, like, a third of the spears. You go in with the workers, you kill off all of the rams. And, like, you're good. But, if you don't, he might even make raiders, raider elephants. He does have the Tower of Victory, which increases the attack speed of elephants. But that would absolutely not be the play. Well, the unique attack is Fort Overwatch. Oh, that's interesting. Fort is close. And they get a bit of a buff there. This is already 4 built rams with a 5th on its way. Okay, I like the range. But you have to make a lot of them. You have to make a lot of archers here. You can't just make like 10 archers and hope it works. You have to really just get the spears. Because you have to make it as hard as possible for the rams to move through. I think it's stable. That's I mean, you already have the range. I can't hate on Pat trying to maximize his utility here. Alright, going for the two-block fort. Two-block fort is obviously very, very important. Yeah, Pat attacking the spears here with the archers. I think that if the spears can close down to the archers, it's a very even fight. The archers have range for a reason, right? You really want to use that range. So far, it looks like Pat has got this one in the bag. Wait. From this camera, it looks like Pat has got this in the bag. He sees that! He knows it's shenanigans because he sees that. Oh. That's crazy. He's gonna try to add another fort. Forts against rams are not good, but he doesn't know it's rams. He might think it's some... I don't actually even know what to think here. This is absolutely... it's absolute madness. Right, with the archers here in the stealth forest. Yeah, they do end up dying very easily, turns out. And we're getting here the Sahi walls after getting the Governor of Bakar. Sahi walls is usually pretty good. Right, we're gonna have the second... is this the second fort? How much does the fort cost? I think it's 400, right? Yeah, it's 400. Still a little bit short. Oh, these are all the workers! Oh, Kanki moving in with the boys. Is that all of them? That's definitely all of them. Kanki is ready to go. This is 11 rams. Yeah, Kanki can't wait much longer. You can't wait for units to get created here. Yeah, workers moving forward. As long as you avoid the fort, then you're good. Oh, this is not enough of an effort. You need everybody. You need everybody. This is so many rams. So many rams. You don't have enough. 7 archers is not enough. Oh, Kanki's got this one in the bag. Oh, good micro from Kanki as well. Doing the stop micro. Oh, and Kanki's got this. Kanki has got this. No way Pat can defend. Yeah, and that's game. See you in game 2. I got a big smile on my face. So ridiculous. But the cheese exists for a reason, and it's every game was just a race to Castle Age, then every game would be very boring. Welcome everybody to game number 2 of this Joust series. The color orange, it is Skanky with the Tuglak dynasty. Cannot be Abbasid again, according to the rules of the Joust that I created. Pat, on the other hand, he plays with the Delhi Sultanate. And yeah, we've seen Kanki with Tuglak before, and he really likes to use those Tuglak forts to create the emirs in your opponent's base, and they get them for free as well. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to, I think. But Pat needs to keep his scout a little bit more active. I think last game, if he just gets as many archers as he can with the workers, he could have defended that. Alright, let's go take a look at the sheep here. That was, oh, Pat killing the sheep, that's, yeah. That's what you get for trying to burn a house. Kanki really likes doing this for some reason. I don't know if it's to alert your opponent or to just lose the sheep. But Kanki gets a scout with sheep and just burns a house. Burns the house down a little bit. The map here is Lipany, by the way. Where's Pat Scout? It's only... Yeah, he ended up not getting these sheep. Which Kanki now could get. Sure, but Kanki is 3 sheep poor because of this little maneuver. Oh, that house was awkward. Poor house foundations. Still going, still tearing the house down. It's gonna be a while until he gets to even half HP, right? It's alright, so one more hit. Yeah, one more hit now. And it's just below half. So I wonder now what Pet goes to. In this situation, yeah, Tower of Victory just to get those better archers. Yeah, would be the way to go. I am not quite sure Pat knows what Kanki's gonna do, because Kanki last time he went to Black, he just got a lot of stone. And as soon as he got a fort in your opponent's base, it was game over. Because of the emirs. Actually, he lost that game because Barry's played really, really well. But I could smell what the rock was cooking. We're getting a Dome of the Faith to make healer elephants. Yeah, exactly. Healer elephants are insane. Alright, the house is repaired, so all of the damage was undone. And in the meantime, Kanki actually stealing the sheep from Pat. But Pat, yeah, taking a monstrous sheep lead. Going Tower of Victory, I pretty much like that. He needs to start taking a lot of wood to start getting those ranges down. And I really do mean ranges. Like, Kanki's already taking so much stone. He is taking a little bit of food, I think. Or maybe he's not even. But he has enough food to make a few villagers. Like, you want to keep expanding the economy doing a play like this. Because you don't want your opponent to defend, like, the first wave or the first little bit of the thing by getting, like, a wall or something. And then you don't even have a cheesy follow-up for your cheese. Yeah, but this time Genki gets into feudal age. Barracks from bats. I mean, we'll get the units out. That's good. Yeah, getting Sanctity, that's very good. The Tower of Victory acts as a blacksmith now. I think now Tower of Victory is a very good landmark. But the Dome of the Faith provides so much, like, synergizes so well with the Civ itself, that I don't think, like, the Tower of Victory would need to be game-winning. Game-winningly busted for it to ever be used. The workers are not working. Genki is only collecting food with 4 villagers, and he's getting the textiles too. Textiles is very important to make these villagers as tanky as he can. It's very expensive though with Tubak, I must say that. The worker elephant is here to provide some HP. Oh my, Pat adding it on the walls, but adding the walls on the wrong side. Oh, if the fort goes down here, it can be so devastating. But it does look like that's where it's going. But Pat was in the front of the base, thinking it's the fort is gonna get dropped, like maybe it was gonna get dropped here or even here on the side. But there's the barracks making it awkward. But no, it's right on the food. Right on your berries. And, like, Pat is not gonna stop this. You only have 6 spears. Ugh. Yeah, you can't afford to close the walls down. Oh my, look at them running like headless chickens. Yeah, going for the governor of Ajmer. Immediately, right? Sahi walls too. They recruit powerful Emir warriors. This is so degenerate. Oh, and they can definitely build stuff as well. Oh, getting more stone at home is Genki. Yeah, that's why you want to keep creating workers, right? Genki will also want to add a blacksmith. I think he adds it forward, right? He's collecting the wood for it. Actually, he doesn't need to, right? He can create it at home, I guess. Yeah, I should have been arranged from the start, Pat. I should have been arranged from the start. If these were all archers, you could start killing the villagers outside of the fort range. And it really went a long way to keeping them, keeping the strategy contained. Yeah, he's gonna have to deal with the Emir warriors now, unfortunately, which for him, this is the worst, the absolute worst. Alright, we do have Sanctity now. We can capture the sacred sites, which are free. But yeah, you can't actually take the sacred sites because of this. Oh my, taking the forward gold. Oh, going for a forward blacksmith too. Don't need to, you can create it at home. There we go, it's at home. He wants to make siege engineering. Yeah, let's not give these up for free, huh? Oh my, Pat going for the sacred sites? Yeah, you still wanna try to get some value for your buck. Yeah, and these archers here should provide very good coverage against the second fort. And you really kind of want to keep Genki a bit contained to his fort. Alright, the mosque is on fire. Yeah, making a battering ram. But now Genki really wants to collect a lot of wood here for the ram. Also getting the red brick bastions, so it's making the fort even stronger and even with more range. This is just so ridiculous. Yeah, the tower here is because Genki knows, right? It knows that he's very vulnerable to a raid from In this case from Ghazi Raiders, but usually from Horsemen. Oh, this is so much range here. Yeah, but Pat is still very good. Pat is very good. They're Rams. Rams in your base is never a good thing. I was gonna say he doesn't really know about them, but Yankee just shows them very early. Alright, Gank, you have to pull back, but you're luring your opponent into getting some fire. Like Bata's army now, but it's still 11 emirs. So yeah, Bat now he heads a stable, right? He needs to spend that food. And Ghazi Raiders are okay against the emirs. This is already the 6th ram. He's gonna make like 15 rams again. The base is very tight. Like, I don't know if this is good advice or not, but from my experience watching these games, what I'd be doing is just setting a ring of houses, like what you do on the Tugbak Fortress. Just a ring of houses around your landmarks. Making it as awkward as possible for the rams to move. So that you at least have the time to get your workers in to body block them. Yankee kind of shotgunning the rams, but the shotgun is by design, because all he wants to do, really, get the fort right in your base. The archers are here to stop the workers, there you go. But the rams are body blocking, and the emirs are here as well. Workers are gonna go down. But I think it's gonna be like 4 or 5 workers. No, it's gonna be, what, 2 or 3 workers? Oh, what is this? What is this? And it's gonna get upgraded with the emirs as well. Oh my, you need all of the workers. All of the workers, Pat. Not all except 3. Oh, but still, the emirs are so powerful. Oh my, and Pat sees the loss and then steps out. That's the series. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hey there, Mikado Man. Yeah, this is such a pain to play against. Oh, the ladder's preparing you for this bullshit? Kanki only does cheese, though. It's got it so well studied. It's so insane. I don't know if you were here for game number 1. But he actually won game 1, wasn't a surrender victory, it was a landmarks victory. On 4 lakes, he went Dark Age, barracks behind Pat's base, and made like 11 rams off of like 10 spears. It was craziness squared. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You remember the other guy, Arcaniello, or whatever the name is pronounced? Just, oh, you just won because you have knights, and... bullshit, by the way. Shall we raid GUA? I think GUA is a good raid here. Raiding a slightly larger streamer this time. Yeah, playing some good Macedonian games. Let's go see what he's got going. Yeah, the spears being good led to a lot of cheese, didn't it? Just, I don't know. The game is in a fun state. I think some cheese is alright. Otherwise, the games get very boring very quickly. What I'd like them to do is make going second DC just a touch more viable. I think if going second DC really beats those defensive strategies, I think the game would be in a really good spot now. But like if you go second DC against like Japanese and they do the fast castle, it's like the workers aren't getting you fast and further enough into the game. Yeah, attacking with buildings should definitely get nerfed. It's got very StarCraft 2 vibes, that, right? They're playing like 5 Protoss players in a row. We've all been there. Alright, let's go raid GUA. Yeah, the units can kill buildings, yeah. But still, cannons are just so strong. When they get them, you only have like a few Marines or a few Lings or 1 or 2 Zealots, which is not enough. Ooh, I think he's losing. Damn, alright, let's go raid. Alright, peace out, guys. Thank you for watching and take care.